There we got the kickoff. This is high school season. This is varsity soccer for Dublin High School. This is Dublin versus Livermore. Dublin in the red with the blue stripes, looks black. And this is Livermore in the all white. Dublin going left to right. And Livermore going right to left. This is Dublin here on this near side. That's a foul. It's going to be a Dublin free kick. Comes in with the right foot, goes to the back post. Drops for Dublin. Oh, Dublin lets it go. And that's cleared out by Livermore. Livermore with the through ball. Dublin getting back. That's good defense from Dublin, knocking that down, clearing it out. And that is up and out. This is throw-in for Livermore. Oh, that's a long high throw. All the way up the line. Dublin knocking it out. Could be another throw-in. It's in towards the box, cleared by Dublin. That's Livermore turning it near sideline. Now all the way back to the goalkeeper. That's out here to this near side. It's going to be a throw-in for Dublin. Dublin across into the middle, sending it right back to this near side. Oh, hangs up in the center. It's knocked down. Livermore trying to take it away, but Dublin getting it back. Dublin right back into the middle. Now outside. There's a long ball up the line. And Dublin just holding up on that. It's going to be an offsides call. That's going to be Livermore throwing that in up the line. Dublin getting a foot on it, knocking it right back. And to the Livermore goalkeeper it goes. So Livermore banging that right up here, midfield. It's Dublin sending it back. All the way to the keeper. And now forward. It's Livermore on the end of it. A long ball by Livermore. Out to the far side. Sent back. Livermore working that far sideline. All the way out to the line. A lot of pressure from Dublin. And just sent up by Livermore this time. Dublin goalkeeper waiting for it to come into the box. Picking it up, rolling it near side. Here comes Dublin. Long switch to the far sideline. Cut back in the middle. Dublin going for a switch, but it ends up right on the foot of Livermore. Dublin stepping up, knocking that out, but it's straight back to Livermore, and Livermore can't hold on to it, and it's Dublin sending it back to the goalkeeper. That's Dublin out to the far side. Working it up. all the way up to the half line. Trying to send it across, blocked by Livermore. And here comes Livermore. Dublin with the takeaway. Now Dublin setting it up. That's blocked. That's going to be called a foul. Be a Dublin free kick. Taken quickly, sent into the middle. Far side. Nice turn out to the sideline. Back into the middle, sideline. Dublin not able to hold on to it. Livermore jumping on top of it. Good defense from Livermore. Here's a long ball from Livermore up that far side. Dublin just catching up to it, sending it back. Now it's Dublin here to this near side. Setting it up and back. And it's a nice steal for Livermore. Here comes Livermore. Nice defense from Dublin, stopping that. Oh, cut off by Livermore. Now Livermore sending it back. There's Dublin holding a strong line in the back. It's out for a throw-in. Dublin throw. Long throw up the line. Livermore sending that back. All the way to the keeper. Now sending it high and long. And out. Dublin throw. Just an absolutely wonderful night. Temperature in the high 70s today. Starting to cool down a little. Since the sun just went down. Up the line. Nicely done by Livermore. And a good steal by Dublin. Here comes Dublin. Dublin setting that back. Now into the center circle. Down the middle, but it's cut off by Livermore. Here comes Livermore. Long ball, straight to Dublin. Livermore taking that, sending it across, and it finds a Livermore player in the box, but Dublin with nice defense, knocking that out. Livermore putting in a nice searching ball across that box, the front of the box, top of the box, I should say. And it made its way through two Dublin players. Now into the box. Gets knocked out. AR calls that a Dublin ball. Dublin in the box. It's a slide tackle from Livermore. Getting a foot on it, but not knocking it away. Here comes Dublin up that far sideline. And that's a nice ball, but the AR's flag comes up immediately. We're going to get an offsides call. Now we're 10 minutes in, roughly. And there's no score. And that's sent long. And over the end line by Livermore, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think that was probably the second shot on goal. Dublin getting one right early. And here comes Dublin again. Dublin going for the combination into the box. Sent across negative. Oh, and cleared out finally after a good stop from the Livermore goalkeeper, and he's on his knees right now. Dublin sending that across. Now all the way back into the center. Center circle. And now out to the far sideline. And that's just launched straight up, and that's going to be right to the goalkeeper. No bounce. Livermore goalkeeper coming here to this near side. That's cut off by Dublin. Here comes Dublin in the middle. There's a through ball. And that's right to the keeper for Livermore High. Livermore High going by the Cowboys. Dublin, the Dublin Gales. Dublin looking to get into the NCS playoffs. Not sure if they have yet or not, but a win would definitely help that cause, or bump them up a little higher, make their seeding a little bit easier. And that's Livermore here in the back. Now Livermore. I don't know if you can see, but Livermore has silver numbers on the back. Cleared out by Dublin. Numbers for Livermore, a little bit hard to see. But they are pretty. Nice, pretty silver. Substitutions now for Dublin. Livermore coming in with a substitution. Just about spring-like weather right now. Dublin all the way back. In the center. Far sideline. Back into the center. Livermore with the pick there. Sending it up. The referee's going to call a foul. It's going to be a Livermore free kick. Oh, about 40 yards out. There we go, that's sent in. One hopper over the end line. Goal kick. Substitution here for Livermore. And for Dublin. Dublin here to this near side, setting it up long. Tracking onto it nicely, but knocking it out. It's going to be a Livermore throw-in. Called a foul, so it's going to be a Dublin free kick before that went out. All the way into the box, headed out. going to be a Dublin throw. Dublin going to throw this back. Press from Livermore, sent over the top, a little long. The goalkeeper with a nice catch and control. Here we go with the long punt. Near side, takes a hop. Dublin able to control. Here comes Dublin on this near side. Dublin trying to switch. Oh, it's a nice ball. Makes it all the way across. Sent in, nice combination off a long switch. And knocked out by Livermore for a throw-in. Long throw into the box. Keeper coming out. Nicely done by the goalkeeper for Livermore. It's going to be a banger. Near side again. Dublin getting a head on it, knocking it in. Middle. Drops for Livermore. Cowboys working in near side. And that's sent long. And in the middle. Dublin knocking it in the air, trying to bring it down, controlling it. Still Dublin. Out the far sideline. Here goes Dublin attacking that far sideline. Well defended by Livermore. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. Livermore's going to get a free kick. Feet coming together, running side by side is what that was. Had a Livermore player going straight to the ground in high dramatic fashion. Here we go, ball over the top. Near side, there it goes. That goes to the far side. It's a one-hopper, and well done by the Dublin goalkeeper. Long throw, far side. Livermore getting there first, heading that forward. Dublin coming away with it, sending it up. Nice run for Dublin. Now in the middle. Oh, over the top. Wonderful ball. Wonderful combination. Livermore getting back really fast. That's a penalty kick. Dublin catching Livermore over the top with the long ball. Good combination play. Running it all the way into the box. And that's Livermore, or Dublin right here with the equipment issue. Switching out those shin guards. 18-minute mark. And here comes Dublin with the PK attempt. And that's Dublin getting the PK goal. Dublin 1, Livermore 0. 18 minutes into this first half. Dublin getting a PK call on some wonderful play, long ball play. And the PK taker forcing the goalkeeper to his left, the goalkeeper's left. And the PK taker slotting it in on the PK taker's right. So it was a good deception by the take. And we have Livermore over here keeping that ball in. Here comes Dublin over the top again. Now to this near side. It's another wonderful ball. Dublin in the box. Oh, what a... Outside of the boot. A Quaresma type kick. And a wonderful save by the Livermore goalkeeper, avoiding that second goal. Short corner. Dublin sending it in. Oh, and that's Livermore knocking it out straight to Dublin. Dublin with the shot, and that's wide. Substitution for Livermore. Here's a long ball into the middle. That's headed by Dublin. Dublin with a nice take and turn. Another wonderful long ball. That finds the player on the far side. Off the crossbar. The referee calls that, AR calls that either offsides or out. Yeah, it must have been out. And this is going to be a substitution for Dublin. Another good effort for Dublin. Hit high and long, far side, out it goes. Dublin throwing. Got the line in towards the center. Now at the center. Back to the keeper and bang forward. Comes this near side. Dublin just knocking that all the way up in the air. Livermore getting a foot on it. 50-50. Drops for Livermore, and Livermore up the far sideline and out. It's going to be a throw in Dublin. Headed by Livermore. Dublin right in the center circle. There's the through ball. A little bit too much on that. Some great idea. Just a little bit too much behind it. Yeah, that's a really long punt. As Dublin sending it up. Livermore with the foot on it. Livermore controlling it, sending it in the middle. Switching play. That's a wonderful ball for Livermore. Livermore cutting it back, sending it in over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for Dublin. Out to the far side. Up the line it goes. High. Headed by Dublin, back in. Nice combination work again. Off the one touch, high balls. Up this near side, into the box. Sent across. Oh, that is a nice cover by the goalkeeper. And just Dublin looking to have 3 or 4 goals by now, and only with 1. Some good work from the Livermore goalkeeper. And perhaps the crossbar. And at the line it goes. May have been the goal post that came off of, as the ref called it out. So here you go, the long ball over the top. Dublin with the foot on it, knocking it down, controlling it nicely. Up this near sideline, into the middle, center circle, long ball, offsides. Wonderful effort by Dublin, but just not enough timing on that one. A little anxiety. To get out and ahead, and just a couple steps. Offsides was called. Dropped down by Livermore, sent up near sideline. Dublin with a nice job getting it over the top. Livermore, equally nice job coming back to get it. Livermore sending it up into the middle. Taken by, and that's got to be a foul. Possible card for, yep, that's time. Referee's going to have a word with the Livermore striker. Tell him you just cannot do that. So that'd probably be the first verbal warning. Would have been worse if that was in the 5-yard box, 6-yard box. Long ball, center circle. Back out. Dublin throw-in. Dublin substitution. Into the center circle off that throw. Sent back, near side. Long ball. Nice run onto it. Nice header. Flick. Oh, it's not Brown, but that touches hard. Out for the goal kick. Near side. Dublin, nice slide tackle, picking it up. Good job keeping it on the feet. Now to this near side. And in the center. Nice through ball right there. That's wonderfully sent in, but a little long. And the keeper coming out nicely for that. Keeper reading that well, not hesitating. Just picking it up good. Sending the ball this here in its near side. Dublin sending that back. Oh, cleared straight up. Long again. Livermore sending it to the near side. That's out. Livermore's going to chase this ball down for Dublin. Dublin no interest to save time right now. 13 minutes left. First half. Nice combination there. Sent to the far side. Into the circle. Sideline. Oh, wonderful through ball. Keeper's out. Dublin sends it in. And Dublin defender doing a great job of getting back. I should say Livermore defender getting back and stopping that. Another good effort for Dublin. There's a ball sent in, swinging out with the left foot. Headed back, shot taken. Didn't quite get out all they wanted on it. Now sent into the center and picked up by the keeper coming out. That's out. Livermore throw. Substitution for Livermore. Oh, you keep getting the teams backwards. This is a substitution for Dublin. I don't know what's going on with this inversion. Bear with me. Oh, here we go. Throw in. Looks like it's going up the line. There it goes. That's Dublin into the center. Called the fouls. It's going to be a Dublin free kick. Dublin right down the middle. Oh, nice tackle from Livermore, knocking it back. Straight back to Dublin. Dublin out to the far side. Back into the center circle. Through ball. Stopped. Straight to the keeper for Livermore. Very long, very high punt. Headed by Dublin. Comes Dublin out with the ball. Livermore to take. Nobody for Livermore to pass to here on the south side. And here comes Dublin. Dublin with the through ball and the runner. Dublin running onto this nicely. Cutting it back negative, knocked out by Livermore. This is going to be a corner kick. Short take into the end line. Well done. Sent negative. Knocked off the back of a Livermore player and just drops right for the goalkeeper. That gets thrown out far side. Sent up long. That's a wonderful ball. Dublin. Nicely done by Dublin. Now into the middle. Sent back. And Livermore coming out with that. Blocked by Dublin. That takes quite a spin there. Back to the keeper and just bang. Oh, nice ball. Oh, nice defense from Livermore. Here comes Livermore up the far sideline with that through ball. Good defense from Dublin. The cutback. Ooh, nice little move there into the middle. Sent back. Out to the far side again. Sent back by Livermore again. Now all the way back. There's the long ball into the center. Goalkeeper's there. It was an offsides call. And it'll be a free kick for Dublin. Right in the middle. Sent back again. Hit long. In the center circle. Livermore's there. Here comes Livermore sending the ball up the far side. And that's out. It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, it's sent up high, long, down the center. Livermore over the back. That's Dublin out to the far side. Up the far sideline. Knocked out. Dublin throw. Substitution coming in for Dublin High. Dublin High School Gales. Still in the first half. About 7 minutes left. 1-0 score for Dublin High School. And out of the darkness comes in the ball. Dublin getting a foot on it. Dublin knocking it back. Dublin with the shot, but the ball's already out. AR with his flag up. And this is going to be a substitution for Livermore. long and low to the near side. Dublin rolled onto it, knocking it off the Livermore player, getting it back, and working it up to the near side. In the middle, it's straight to Livermore this time. Dublin, nice defense. Now running it out to the far side. Sending it back in the middle. Livermore all over that. Here comes Livermore down the middle. Dublin, nice steal, but it's a foul or a handball. I believe that hit the hand. Yellow card for the Livermore player. Time is stopped. The referee's got to put his number in the books. Just got a nice line set up just off the left side of the camera. There it comes in, right in the middle, headed by Dublin nicely. Dublin coming back, taking that ball. Livermore sending it back. Dublin couldn't hold on to that, getting a foot on it, knocking it, but it dropped right back for Livermore. Now we got Livermore with control out on the far side, sending it into the center circle. Oh, right to Dublin. Dublin striker getting a gift, but a lot of Livermore players back there to go through. That's a foul. This will be a Livermore free kick. Livermore off the far sideline, then back in. Ball over the top, right to Dublin. Dublin sending it right back to Livermore. Here comes Livermore to this near side. Nicely worked by Livermore, blocked by Dublin. The through ball didn't make it. Comes back in, headed out by Dublin. And out, this is going to be a throw-in. Dublin throw, that gets sent back. Dublin trapping that down, now sending it up the line. Dublin taking that back. Here comes Dublin up the near side. That's a long touch. Livermore stepping up, banging the ball around. It pinballs back to Dublin. Now Dublin sending it up the far side. And Livermore taking it back. Dublin with the steal right there. Dublin sending it back. Oh, steal from Livermore. Here comes Livermore. In the middle. Back over the top near side. Dublin, good defense, clearing it out. Dublin all over that. And here comes Dublin on this near side, in the middle. Dublin with the one-on-one in the center of the box. What a shot! Beautiful move, ripper of a shot, and the goalkeeper with a good save from Livermore. Now 3 minutes left in this first half, and that's another really high punt, headed by Dublin, sent up by Dublin, and the time is stopped. And there's a Livermore player off the field over here on this near side, and the referee just wants to know what's going on with him because he stepped off. Good job by the referee. Stopping play, and that's going to be a substitution. Dublin taking an opportunity to put in substitute also. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes 45 seconds. Dublin dropped the ball. Dublin just sends it right back to the goalkeeper. Livermore helping its journey back. And now we're back in play. Livermore sends it out, but it's just going to be a throw-in now for Dublin. On the Livermore half of the field. And that's Dublin sending that up, trapping it down. Working it towards the end lines. Nice move, cutting back. Sent in the middle. Nobody there. Goal kick for Livermore. Nice kick to the near side. Dublin over the back. Free kick for Livermore. Still a 1-0 game and potentially dangerous situation here for the Dublin defense. And a good opportunity for Livermore to equalize this. There it comes, into the middle. Drops for Livermore. Sent back. Dublin. Everybody parked in front of the goal, just on the box line. Basically, everybody parked in that arc. Livermore can't get it through. It's Livermore throw-in. Livermore trying to work it through, just getting pushed back. There's the ball up the top, over the top on the far side. It's a good ball. It's a good runner. It's sent in the middle. It's knocked off of Dublin for a corner kick. 45 seconds left. Comes in with the right foot, swinging out, getting a head on it. It's Dublin. Drops for Livermore. Livermore with the shot. Drops for Livermore again. What a save by the Dublin goalkeeper. Very dangerous situation for Dublin. Livermore almost getting the equalizer. Here comes Livermore again. 10 seconds left. And now it's Dublin coming in. There's the shot. Oh, and that's wide. And there's the buzzer. Literally a last-second shot. And at the first half, the end of the first half, we got the home team 1. That's Dublin, and the away team, Livermore, 0. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half. Teams have come out, switched sides. The score clock didn't tick all the way down. I don't think we took the full 10 minutes, but teams want to get this started. The referee's blown the whistle. Livermore in the white now going left to right with the kickoff, sending it back out to the far side. And Dublin in the red and the blue now coming at you right to left. There's a long ball from Livermore out past midfield. Dublin taking that down. Sending it back. And there's a long ball out to the far side, headed by Livermore. Drops in the center. They are going to call that, as you can see, back and forth. And that's Dublin taking that quickly. Referee says the ball's rolling. Let's do that all over again. Headed by Dublin. It drops for Dublin. Here comes Dublin now on the near side. Dublin attacking it. 2 defenders to beat. Cut through the middle. Oh, right into the box. There's Dublin with the shot. Goal number 2 for Dublin. And Livermore just sit there wondering what happened. And it was a nice move into the box by Dublin, 2-0. Dublin High School. Dublin coming out, striking quickly in the first minute of the second half. Now getting that precarious second goal for a 2-0 lead. Let's see if Livermore can make this interesting or if it's going to be a runaway game for Dublin. Dublin's had quite a few opportunities in the first half that weren't put away. Some exceptional saves by the Livermore goalkeeper. That's going to be a foul. Dublin player going down. Looks like he's trying to get up. Referee's called time already. And he's up and running around. That's always a good sign. And here goes Dublin out to this near side. Pressure from Livermore. Dublin cutting right into the middle. Nice through ball over the top. Nod down to the line. Into the box. Picked up by the Livermore goalkeeper. Out to the far side. And back. Long ball. Headed down by Livermore. Well controlled into the center circle. Heading back out, up the far sideline. Nicely done. Livermore running onto it. Dublin standing that up. Now Livermore just going back. Livermore through the center circle now. Pressure from Dublin gets sent up. Dublin now clearing that through ball. Here comes Dublin. Big switch from Dublin. It's a nice ball taken on the chest. Brought down nicely. Cut in. Sent back. Here comes in with the left foot. Oh, and that's a nice take by the Livermore goalkeeper. Out to the far side it goes. Run up the line. Cut in the middle. It's a nice run. Send into the center. Over the top. Dublin getting a foot on it. Livermore running onto it. Dublin blocking it, sending it up in the air. Here comes Dublin on this near side. Sent up the near sideline. Attacking the near sideline and stood up by Livermore. Now here comes Livermore. Headed out by Dublin. Straight down to Livermore. Out to the far side. Livermore running it in, cutting it back. Now trying to work the far side. Taken away by Dublin. Now Dublin in center circle. Back near side. There's the banger over there. Oh, that's a nice runner for Dublin. Not sure what the referee's calling there, but I think he's calling an offsides. Either an offsides or foul. But either way, it's going to be a free kick for Livermore. Time stopped. I think it's going to be a substitution for Livermore on that. That's knocked out. Headed by Dublin. Livermore running onto it. Ooh, Dublin player going down to the ground. Livermore cutting in on a run. Dublin taking it away, stepping back, knocking it back, and now banging it up in the middle, headed straight in the air, and drops for Livermore, far sideline. Here comes Livermore up that far sideline. Well defended by Dublin. Livermore having to bring it back, now in the center circle and all the way back. One Dublin player pressuring her up high, knocked out. It's going to be a Livermore throw. Substitution now for Dublin High School. That comes out for Dublin. Dublin trying to turn it. Pressure from Livermore. Out to the far sideline. It's called a Dublin throw-in. Dublin throwing that back quickly. And it's a banger to this near side. Nice switch. Headed into the middle. Wow, that's just wonderful work. Here comes Dublin. Oh, that's a nice ball sent back into the middle. Headed by Livermore. And here comes Livermore. Oh, Dublin taking it away. And sent into the box, but it's straight to the goalkeeper. That's Livermore pulling a nice offsides trap. Catching every single Dublin player off. Nobody to hit on a through ball. And here comes Livermore now. Off the free kick, sending it all the way up. It's going to be out. It's going to be a throw in. Up the line it goes. Dublin coming away with it. Knocking it in the middle. Well taken by Livermore. Sent out to the far side. That's going to be a whistle. Free kick for Livermore. Score is 2-0. Dublin coming out in the first minute of the first half, putting in the second goal. First goal coming in around the 18-20 minute mark of the first half. This is going to come in with the right foot. And it's sent in nice and low. Takes a hop. And not sure how that didn't go in, but apparently it hit the upright and went on the wrong side of the net. Looked like it went in. But it's just a goal kick and still a 2-0 game for Dublin. That's Livermore knocking that all the way back to the keeper. Dublin taking their time, picking that up, sending out near side. Livermore sending out to the far side. And now switching it into the middle, cleared out nicely by Dublin, but it's going to be a corner kick, and it seems as if Livermore stepped up the pressure. Now almost getting a goal back. It's a precarious 2-goal lead, as most 2-goal leads are. Comes in with the right foot, sent long to the back post, headed back in. That's Livermore now 3 headers and cleared off the line. And with the left again, cleared. And now this is Livermore applying a lot of pressure. And what should have been 2 goals already. Livermore is already looking at equalizing this game, but unfortunate. And Dublin seems to be sitting back on a 2-goal lead. Comes a free kick in. Livermore sending it out to the far side. And it's called an offsides. It's chested down by Dublin, but Livermore taking it. And here comes Livermore. Long ball. Running onto it. It looks like a completely total defense from Dublin right now. Dublin playing way off. Here comes Livermore. In the midfield, cutting it back, now just sending it back. Livermore bringing it down right in the center circle. Sending it back. Dublin with the steal. Dublin in the center has a nice ball to prevent the offsides. Just a little bit long, and it's rolled out by Livermore to the far side. Up and back into the middle. Dublin getting a foot on it, not enough. Livermore, the long ball to this near side. Cleared by Dublin High School. Up into the stands. Cleared by Dublin. Headed by Livermore. That's called a foul. And this is going to be a time stoppage and a booking for the Dublin player. Substitutions going in for Dublin. And sent in. It's headed by Dublin first. Drops in the middle. Dublin sending it out to this near side. It's a little too much on that. It's going to be a throw-in for Livermore High. In it goes. Nice control by Livermore. Cleared by Dublin. Dublin on the counter. It's a runner. Livermore catching up. Dublin, nobody up. That's a foul, but it's called a play on. Now it's going to be a foul. Coming in with the left foot, three-player wall, sent to the back post. Skips off a Livermore player out to the far side. Livermore tracking it down. Sent up, blocked by Dublin. It's going to be out for a throw in Livermore. Going to be another Livermore throw in a little further up. Livermore sending it back. Back up that far sideline again. Livermore working it around. Sending it back again. Sending it up the line. Working. Livermore, nice job of working it out. Now Dublin taking it away. Livermore getting it back. Sending it near side. And that's going to be Dublin rolling onto it, sending it back to the keeper. Up to this near side by the Dublin goalkeeper. Out for the throw-in. Goes that throw up the line. It's off of Livermore, drops for Dublin, and Dublin just banging that. It's out. Throwing for Livermore, up the line again. Flicked on. Straight to Dublin. Dublin just hammering that up. Out to the far side it goes. Livermore running onto it, heading it outside, and sending it back in. Nice turn move there in the middle. Sent to the south side. Out for a throw-in. Dublin finally getting back to the end line, or sideline, I should say. Throwing it back. Now up. Turning it, sending it near side. Up the line it goes. Out it goes. Throw in for Livermore now. Headed by Dublin. Dublin controlling that into the center circle. Sending out to the far side, headed down. Livermore on the end of it. Nice combination work out there. 1, 2, 3. All the way back. And in the middle again. Nice looking play from Livermore. Still Livermore. And now here comes Livermore giving it straight to Dublin. Dublin with the clear. It's a nice clear. Sent up. Drops for Dublin nicely. Here comes Dublin. Still Dublin. Oh, it's a nice ball. Onside. Dublin cutting it back. Looking for the shot. That's the offsides call there. And this will be a free kick for Livermore High. Livermore out to the far side. In the center, back. Right down the middle, straight to Dublin. Dublin sending it right back to the far side. Straight to Livermore. Livermore giving it back to Dublin. Dublin just sending that up in the air in the middle. Headed by Livermore straight down to Dublin, but that's Livermore running onto it, taking it away. Sending it near side. Here comes Livermore. Into the center circle. Dublin getting a foot on it, not able to take it away. Oh, nice cut right down the middle for Livermore. Now to this near side. Dublin getting a foot on that. Livermore still staying with it. Nice defense from Dublin to get to that ball, knock it out. That's going to go out for a throw-in right here on the near sideline near the corner flag. Looking like the long throw here. And then it comes to the box. It's a hop. That looked like a set piece. Livermore trying to send it in towards the goal off of one hop. And here comes a lot of substitutions for Dublin High. Sent to this near side, up in the middle. Now right here down the near sideline. Worked out nicely. And that's Dublin setting it up. Dropped for Livermore, and Livermore just sent it back to the keeper. Livermore out to the far side, down the middle. Back out to the far side. Out to the sideline. Straight to Dublin. Here comes Dublin. Dublin with 2 to beat. A lot of work. As Livermore getting to the ball, knocking it away. Straight to the goalkeeper it went. Banged out here to the near side. Straight to Livermore. Livermore sending it, switch, right to Dublin. Dublin, one touch, over the top, right into the box to the Livermore goalkeeper. Up the far sideline, flicked over the top. That's a nice runner for Livermore. What a shot. That is just an excellent effort from the winger on the Livermore Cowboy team right there. And an excellent save from the Dublin High goalkeeper. There comes the ball into the middle again. Dublin setting it up and out. Headed. Drops for Livermore. It's banged away. It's a deflection and a one hop right to the goalkeeper. Another good job for the Dublin High goalkeeper. Rolled out near side. Into the middle. Sent back. Into the center again. Sent back, but that's straight to Livermore. Dublin coming back, knocking that out. It's going to be a Livermore throw-in. Livermore up the line. And that's Dublin getting a foot on it, knocking it away. And here comes Dublin again. Knocked a little long. It was a good strip. Livermore trying to run straight down the middle. Good defense from Dublin. Oh, nice control to just knock it down, find feet. Now into the middle. There's the through ball. That's not called offsides. Finally, the flag comes up. And that was close. Long ball from Livermore, near side. Headed back to the keeper. That's well done. That's a long banger. Oh, Dublin trying to touch that down. It was a little long right to Livermore. It's a good attempt. And now here comes Livermore. Setting it near side. Dublin tracking that down. Into the middle it goes. Far side. Oh, what a ball. Excellent job working that around. Livermore tracking back nicely and defending that. Oh, nice reaction from Dublin not to let that through. That was a good dummy from the Livermore player. Dublin just getting a foot on it, knocking it, and then banging it in the air. It's how it's going to be a throw-in for Livermore. I thought that was going to get through the Dublin player there. Livermore had a runner right behind that. And here comes Livermore throwing that back. Goalkeeper. Nobody on this near side. Yeah, sent back. And there goes Livermore up the far side. Now to this into the center, looking for the near side. Switched right down the middle. And that's Dublin. Dublin clearing it up the middle. Dublin dropping it straight to, or Livermore dropping it straight to Dublin. Here comes Dublin. That's a foul. This is going to be a free kick for Dublin. See what Dublin's got for this set piece. We got some runners. It's over the top. Just a little long. And that's a substitution for Dublin High School. Dublin on the end of that. And here comes Dublin taking the near side and in the middle. Still Dublin. And another offsides. And these are really close now. Nice hit out to the far side, well taken by Livermore. Sent back. Run up the far side. Sent up, sent back. Now into the middle. All the way back. Here's the long one. Dropped down nicely, but this is going to be Dublin taking that away. Here's the long one from Dublin. That doesn't make it through. Livermore to the near side. Nicely done by Dublin to take that away. Dublin trying to work it through the middle. Livermore stepping up, taking it. Dublin stepping back, taking that. And here comes Dublin with the through ball on this near side. Dublin into the box. Sent across. Side netting. But on the outside of the goal. And here's a goal kick. Dublin really looking to put in the nail on the... Oh, that's another nice take. Oh, down the far side. Here comes Livermore high. Into the box comes Livermore. Cutting back. Plenty of defense from Dublin. Livermore, another cut. Dublin getting a foot on it. Sent back. And here comes Livermore into the middle. Blocked. Called a handball. It's going to be a free kick for Livermore. That's good work from the winger over on the far side for Livermore. "12 minutes left. Set piece for Livermore. Free kick. Five yards out of the box at an angle. Far side, it's curled. And it looks like a tray from a rugby game. Be a goal kick for Dublin High School. Out to this near side. Dublin just working it. Keeping it in. Sending it up the line. That's Livermore getting a foot, knocking them down. Throw in. And substitutions for Dublin High. Sent back. Long ball out to the far side. Dublin getting a head on it, but it only goes out for a Livermore throw. Livermore up the line. Dublin with the steal. And Livermore getting it back, sending it back. Dublin taking it away into the center circle for Dublin. Sending it back. And that's high to the far side. That's a nice steal for Livermore. Livermore out to the far sideline. And here goes Livermore with speed. What a slide tackle from Dublin. And here comes Livermore setting it right back up. Switching to the near side. And in the middle. Far side. Nice attack, nice moves. Sent across, it's a nice ball, and the goalkeeper for Dublin doing a good job. It's a big banger. Takes a hop, goes over everybody, drops for Dublin nicely. Sent back, now switched to this near side. Taken nicely, and here comes Dublin. Banging that off the Livermore player. It'll be a throw-in. It's going to be a Dublin substitution. And Dublin in no hurry for this throw-in. Into the box. Drops for Dublin. Dublin sending it in. Blocked by Livermore. Here comes Livermore for the counter. Nobody there for Livermore. Now into the middle. Dublin slowing it down. Livermore just sending it back. Now into the center. Livermore just holding on to it. Sending it back. Patience from Livermore. Finally sent up. Here comes Dublin high. That's the through ball. Into the box. What a save by the Livermore High goalkeeper. Steal for Dublin here. Nearly the third goal for Dublin. Dublin still trying to get another. Sent into the middle. Cleared by Livermore. Drops for Dublin again. Dublin putting a lot of pressure on right now. That's called a foul. This is going to be a Dublin free kick. Or is that a Livermore free kick? It is going to be a Dublin free kick. Substitution coming in for Livermore. I believe that was a booking and a card. 1, 2, 3, 4 player wall coming in with the left foot. No, it's a fake. Coming in with the right. Sent in low. It's right to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper going down nicely. Throwing it out to the far side. And in the middle it comes. And here comes Livermore. Dublin taking it away. Dublin just running onto it. Dublin banging it through the middle. Livermore getting a foot on it, knocking it out. Livermore controlling now. Sending it out to the far side. That's just going to roll out. No, it stays in. Finally, the AR's flag comes out. Let's call it Livermore ball. That's very interesting. The referee called that Livermore ball. The AR says no, it's going to be a Dublin ball. And the referee changing his mind, saying no, yeah, it's a Dublin ball, calling that a deflection. And Dublin throwing that in and controlling it, sending it back. Now through the center circle, near side. Up onto the front line, sent back. Shot. Oh, and that hits the crossbar on the uprights for the field goal of American football. And here it comes down, headed by Dublin High, headed by Livermore. Takes a hop. Livermore, or Dublin, nice control, cutting back in. I did mean to say Dublin on that. That's the long switch, and it's going to be an offsides call. Down to 5 minutes left. 2-goal lead for Dublin High School. It's pretty safe to say that Dublin's going to take a win from this game, but with 5 minutes left, I've seen stranger things. That's Livermore sending it back. Dublin High getting a PK. About 18 into the first half. The scoring in the first minute of the second half. A nice run into the box through a couple Livermore players. And this is Livermore taking that threat away, sending it out to the far side. Time ticking away on Livermore. And Dublin finally applying pressure. There was a point there where Dublin looked content to just sit back, and it wasn't working very well because Livermore High should have had a goal, perhaps two. And fortunate for Dublin not to give those goals up. We'd have an entirely different game here. But then Dublin putting in a couple substitutions, picking up the pace of the play and applying pressure. And now it's Livermore that's lucky to not be down 3 or 4 goals. That's a long one, near side, headed by Livermore. This is Livermore coming off on that. Nice turn back in the far side. Switched it all the way out. That's as the Livermore player on the far side getting ahead of that play. It just rolls out for a Dublin throw-in. You can see that Livermore player wanted that ball a little further ahead. That's going to get thrown straight back. This is Dublin with 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. A 2-goal lead, just looking to knock the ball around now. There goes one through. Not quite hard enough, and it ends up on the foot of the Livermore player. Here comes Livermore now. Nice ball. Into the middle. Dublin, good defense, clearing it out. Throw in, Livermore High School. Up the line it goes. Livermore in a hurry now. Needing a real quick goal. Here's Dublin, killing the time away. Sending one up the middle, straight to Livermore. Livermore sending it right back. Dublin's there. And that, banging that off the back of Livermore, or the referee. It drops for Livermore, and here comes Livermore again. Referee decides not to stop that since it went straight to the Livermore player. Here comes Dublin. Dublin going on an attack. Minute 35 left. Drops for Dublin. Oh, that's a nice stop for Livermore. I think Livermore right now would just be happy to get a goal, not an equalizer, as we're down to a minute 14. Here comes Livermore. I think at best Livermore's got a chance to get a goal, but definitely not the equalizer. And that goes back to the goalkeeper. Minute mark. Bang straight up into the middle. Flicked in to the center circle. Nice pick from Dublin High School. Here comes Dublin out the far side, and that's a nice slide tackle from Livermore to pull it back. But now Dublin High has a player down. Just through ball for Livermore. And that's an offsides call from the AR on the near side. This whole time, Livermore has a player down. We're down to 31 seconds left. Looks like Livermore's going to be okay, but taking a knock. And here comes in a substitute. Yeah, it looks by the way he's holding that quadricep, looks like he took a pretty good knock. And knee to the thigh. Headed down by Livermore, chested down straight to Dublin. Here comes Dublin on attack. Near side. 18 seconds, setting back into the middle. Livermore clearing out to the far side. Livermore with a runner out there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last ditch effort. And that's a good try. The AR had his flag up for offsides. And this is going to wind up in a 2-0 game for Dublin High School. And what looks like it's going to be a sure NCS playoff berth now for Dublin High. With just one more game left in the season. That'll be against Doherty Valley. And we'll see where the seating ends up being. And what the draw will be for Dublin High and what the chances are. And that'll wrap it up here at Dublin High School. Our Norcal Varsity soccer match 2019-2020.